Hey there YouTube, California Prepper here. This is going to be a little update of my folding knife collection. I figured since it is Sunday, December the 30th, I could do a little update before the end of the year and show you just how my folding collection has grown. Just a couple months ago, when I started my channel about 3 months ago, this was what I was carrying at the time, which is a no-name flipper. It's a pretty decent flipper for the money. Actually, I paid 20 bucks for it. It has a lot decent weight to it. Has a lot of little extra bells and whistles that you wouldn't find on a cheap knife. It has this little lock up here that's just like the CRKT lock system, which you just push that up, and even if you push over the lever, there's no way this knife's going to close on you, so that's pretty cool. Love this knife. Carried it for a long time, and I just can't see myself getting rid of it. It's a really good knife for being a no-name knife. For some reason, I'm thinking it's a clone because it's pretty decent. So that was my knife that I EDC'd before any of these other ones. And then after that, a friend of mine, who I consider the best friend, I still consider a best friend. We're going through a little issue right now, but I still consider him a best friend. Actually gave me this Kershaw NeedsWork, and this really got me into quality knives. After I felt a quality knife, and it just changed the game for me. So shortly after getting this knife, I went on to Amazon and I ordered myself the Kershaw 3/4 ton, which is a nice little knife. I had heard a lot of great things about it, but I had wanted something bigger. So I also ordered with it the Kershaw 1 ton, which I love this knife, but I wasn't sure that I was going to like the frame lock. It was my first frame lock I'd ever had. I had always had liner locks before, and I was real worried because it's rather thin. If you look at these things, this thing is super thin. So it kind of feels funny in your hand at first, but you get used to it. I really love this knife. It's really a safe queen. It's only, under a $20 knife now, but I love it, and chances of me buying it again are very slim. I mean, unless something totally breaks on it and then I have to buy it again, I will. But, I mean, other than that, I'm not going to buy it just if it gets scratched up. But these are both great knives. The 3/4 ton definitely holds up to its name. This knife has seen some use. I've done a lot of work with this knife, cut a lot of liner and tarps and boxes and paper and just about anything you can think of, this knife has went through. This one and the HK PIKA 2, which was a prize from Fred at the Gear Obsession channel, this knife as well has seen a lot of use. Ever since I've got this knife, since right before Christmas, I've been EDCing it, and it is a bad boy. I heard HK was made by Benchmade, and this is the closest I'll probably ever get to one of their products, considering their price mark. If I'm going to spend that much on money, I'm going for the ZT-0560. That is my dream knife, and boy, I would trade my kidney right now. If there's anybody out there that needs a kidney, and you got a 0560, hit me up, PM me. I'm dead serious. Not really. Please, YouTube, don't flag me for that. But seriously, that is a gorgeous knife, and I might trade my wife for it. No, I wasn't serious about that either. More serious about the kidney thing than the wife, so. Anywho, back to the knives. It's 1:41 in the morning, guys. Give me a break. Like I said, I love this knife. It's a great knife, very sharp, and I think I'm going to continue to carry it as my work knife. So thank you, Fred Hart at the Gear Obsession channel. Really love that knife. Next up, we have a prize from the Swedish paracord nut. This was the Tenacious. I was planning on buying this knife, and I actually happened to win it in this contest, which made it that much sweeter. That God damn it! Every time I do it on camera, it does not seem to work right. There we go. Had to do a little spider flicking for you. I can do it most of the time. Every time it's on camera, it just does not work. So there's the Tenacious. Love that knife. Put this through a lot of abuse as well, and it's still standing. So great knives. Spydercos are an amazing brand. This is my baby. This was a gift from my wife. This is my Spyderco Manix2XL. This thing is gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, I could not say enough good things about this knife. If you guys haven't had your hands on a Manix2XL or Manix2XL, you have got to try it out, guys. This thing is amazing. If you like the Manix2, this thing is that much better. Check it out. Next up is the Spyderco Resilience, which this thing is a beast. I mean, this is like a dual-wielding sword right here. You need 2 hands for this monster. It's like a little samurai sword. I swear, I pulled this out the other day on accident because I usually carry my Tenacious in my right and my Resilience in my left. And I had them switched for some reason. And I pulled this out to open the letter, and this lady damn near pissed her pants. She was just like, oh my goodness, you know, like it was a butcher knife or something. You know, it is a little big. It's about a 4 1/4 inch blade, I believe. But it's a pocket knife. Relax, lady. Now this one, if I had whipped this bad boy out to open a letter, I could understand. This is the BadBlood FireSplitter that I won from Dave Manix2XL in Onyx's contest. Big shout out to Dave Manix2XL. This knife is badass, brother. Thank you so much. I could not be happier with this thing. It is a beast. Thank you so much. I love this knife. It's just amazing. I cannot say enough good stuff about this. Look forward to the review on this knife because it's coming, guys. This thing is a monster. Next up, go from humongous to petite. This is my wife's Kershaw Leek, and you guys have seen this quite a few times. It's a nice little knife. She likes it. I would not spend $129 on it brand new. That's what it retails for on Kershaw, which is ridiculous. But hey, people like their knives, I guess. What haven't I shown you yet? I don't think I have shown you the Clash. I love the Clash. This is one of my favorite knives as well from Kershaw. If it was just a tad bit bigger in the handle, it would be one of my favorite knives. The ergonomics are just amazing, and Kershaw is just, out of the box, one of the sharpest knives I've ever seen, other than the Spyderco, of course. But you can't go wrong with your Kershaws. I just got my brother a Kershaw Compound. It was actually a prize in the Dave Manix2XL contest, and he loves it. It's sharp as hell, and he loves it. So big shout out to him as well for that. And what else do I have here? Last but definitely not least, we have a Gerber freemanGuide folder, which is a pretty nice knife. For 18 bucks, this thing's pretty solid. They have a fixed blade version, and this is the folding version, but you cannot tell this is a folder unless somebody told you. I've said this a million times. This thing is one of the toughest folders I've ever seen. So for 20 bucks, it's a good working knife. Only problem is there's no pocket clip, so you do have to wear the big old sheath on your belt. So this is my collection as of right now. Hopefully you guys like it, and I'll do another video later. So that's going to do it for now. California Prepper, out.